Kerala Blasters, they will be looking for some momentum going into this game because that will help them settle down their nerves. They are a very well collected sides. There have been new signings coming in for them, and Rajasthan United as well. They'll be trying to put up a show as well, nonetheless. And Aditya Purkayastha, he says, let's play. And now Blasters. That's a lovely ball onto the left. Can be a chance. Goes down. The referee says get back up and let's keep the ball rolling. It's going to be Luna to come in with the corner. Here it comes, an opportunity which would have been a spectacle to savor. But again, Rajasthan United, they are not going down so easy. And that will be a foul. Looks like there was an elbow swinging. And Danish Ahmed Bhatt, he's been given a yellow card. And this is what happens when on the pen and paper you have the... And after the customary shuffle of sides, the team attacking from the right to the left. In their signature blues, it's Kerala Blasters side. But Rajasthan, over the last couple of minutes. Yeah, this can be a chance. Rajasthan smashes one. Nora Fernandez with a crucial save. But what a move that was. It was Robinson Blandon from the left. Got in a bit of experience and youth too. And just on cue, Danish laying it off. That's a lovely ball brought down and should be a free kick, is it? Yes, it is. And will also be a card on that occasion. That was stopping a goal-bound move or not. Yeah, I think he didn't really get control of the ball on that occasion. Yes, there definitely was a tuck from the back. Yes, the red card stands and it's given to Gursimrat Singh Gill on Vibin Mohanan. We'll take a look at that move again. What an incredible setup from Naoba Mitei. Almost laid it off on a silver platter. Oh my word. Luna down the middle. Pushes it forward. Hudu brings him down and the free kick awarded. Rajasthan, the Desert Warriors in a rut. Chips it towards the far side. Noah with the header. Amoya goes for it as well. I think Kerala, they have looked pretty solid in the midfield. But that final blow, the coup de grace, takes a bit of time. Switches it towards the right. Blasters still knocking on the doors. Towards the far side, and it's Noah who rattles the deadlock, is it? Oh no, apologies. It's the big man, Koldo Obiera, who gets the Blasters the lead that they have been craving for, pining for a long, long time. And they are going to bring in Joseph Lalvenima. But that move towards... This is the time for them to go all in. That's a confirmation. Alan Thapa is out. And Akashdeep comes in. The edge of the box, Noah dueling it. Another ball sent forward. A bit of a backhander. Oh my word, it needed a save. Nora Fernandez coming up with a clutch save on that. Delivers it forward. And with this, we come to the end of final scoreline. Kerala Blasters 1, Rajasthan United 0. And the goal came from Koldo Obiera.
Goa, where the lights are on, the drums are rolling, and the anticipation builds on for this exciting game. Kerala Blasters, the pride of Malayalis everywhere, march onto the pitch, carrying with them the energy of the entire state, along with the hopes of a community that lives and breathes football. And a fourth official, he gets it, and there we go. We are underway at the GMC Bambolim in Goa. Kerala Blasters versus... Attacking football is his mantra. And he's got the right set of players to bring that on with. Although now the game has gotten a bit even-sided. The interception comes through. A chance for the Blasters to take the lead. The shot and the goal has come through. It is Obiera who finds the back of the net once again. And it is 2-2 for the new number 9 in a big prize to have conceded. Juan Rodriguez. Kuru, who's gotten the ball back though. He crosses it in, fed for Obieta once again! Coldo Obieta! Just can't stop scoring at this moment. A simple finish for him. Traded through the right, which allowed the centre back, that is Juan Rodriguez, to get involved in the attack. And when they attack through the middle, you see Sandeep getting involved through the right. So the constant changes will keep the opposition guessing. And now Adrian Luna looking to find his teammate who, oh my word, has the flag gone up? No, it hasn't. The third goal is coming for the Blasters. And it's Adrian Luna's elegant pass. It's Blasters 3, Sporting Club 0. Well marked by Adrian Luna. And a stylish finish. And guided by a coach. He finds his teammate Thiago. A few tackles and he's fouled right outside the box. Drew this foul, won this free kick. Will he have a go at the goal? Thiago always goes for goal, hits the crossbar. And there we go, full time at Bambolim. Kerala Blasters have done it again. Full time, Kerala Blasters.
It's clear after Rajasthan's 2-all draw against SC Delhi that Mumbai City would simply have to win to enter the last 4 of the Super Cup 25-26. A draw would do for the Blasters. And Mumbai, of course, started with a brighter spark. Ortiz, possibly their best player on the pitch after the 90 minutes, took the first shot as well. And then Luna with a genius through ball for new signing Thiago Alves, who opened his body up, but the ball just kept on bouncing and he couldn't wrap his foot around that. Not too many chances for both the teams. It was tight. It was slightly nervy as well. Then Obieta, who has 3 so far in the Super Cup, went looking for his 4th and only found Lachempa's gloves. And then Pereira Diaz, who's such a crafter, found a way to chest it down for Ortiz, who forced Nora Fernandez to his right. 2 attempts already from the number 11 from a distance. This was the first yellow card. Sandeep completely hacking Zotan Puya from behind. Could have been worse than yellow, but he went into the book for that. And before Luna dug it out for Noah. And it was only Akash Mishra at the end of that cross. Too many moments like that for both the sides. And Thiago Alves then hitting it into a crowd of blue shirts. But none of the white players had any space to do much. When Vikram Pratap did get the space, he was pulled down by Sandeep. And Harish Kundu, without thinking twice, sent him off with a second yellow. Is the right decision, and Sandeep simply had nothing to complain about. Now the Blasters were down to 10 men, and David Katala had a task at hand. Defend and keep it at 0-0 or go all out. In the second half, Chante showed Mumbai's intentions. They had to find a goal, and he tested Nora Fernandez. Before this header from Juan Rodriguez, Medla Chenpa saved down to his right. But all the attackers, Noah, Thiago Alves, all of them were off the pitch when the Blasters started getting nervous. Iban almost putting it on a plate for Ortiz. And there was a sense of urgency. Mumbai City realizing that with not too long to go, they simply have to test the Blasters and their resolve. Ortiz's 3rd attempt from outside the box was saved. Before this happened, Jorge Pereira Diaz, who continues to haunt all his former clubs, put this into the box. And a combination of miscommunication between Freddie and Sahif left the Blasters' hopes in tatters. They will not want to see this again and again. Now this is the reality of them being knocked out though. Of course, Katala was not pleased with that. And now it was uphill for the Blasters. An uphill climb that they could simply not make. It was unrealistic to expect them to do that. This means that Mumbai City will now play against FC Goa in the final four of the Super Cup. Kerala Blasters knocked out.
After months of uncertainty, finally the Indian Super League is back. And what an opening fixture as the back-to-back winners Mumbai Super Giants go up against the Kerala Blasters at the VVYBK Stadium. Well, here is the lineup for Mumbai tonight. Vishal Cape is in goal. There are league debuts for Abhishek and Mehtab in the back four. Robson De Silva also makes an ISL debut. Jamie McLaren and Dimi Petratos are up front. Umar Bar makes his debut alongside the captain Bikash Yumnam at the back. Roland Borges gets a first start. Bindas makes his league debut, while Victor Bertimo also starts up front. So we're underway. Finally, after all the speculation, all the uncertainty, finally the new season is happening. Lots of double headers to come over the next few weeks and months as well. Another big game coming up after the keen again. Straight at the goalkeeper once more. We see everything very much in favour of the Mariners at the moment in the first half so far, but they still haven't managed to find a goal. This could be the moment, no! And the opening goal of the new season goes to Jamie McLaren, who else? 12 goals last season, and finally Mumbai make the breakthrough against a very stubborn Blasters defence. McLaren allowed too much space in the area and easily guided past Sachin in the goal. First goal of the season. Mumbai, the defending champions, are off and running in pursuit of their third league title in a row. Well, they're doing the Poznan, but it was well worked, but it was poor defending really from Kerala. They had just two players back behind the ball when McLaren managed to sweep it home, and that's the first time really that they've lost their shape at the back. Ivan Doling was the nearest man to him. They were just caught out by that fast ball through, and McLaren. Perfectly timed by the fullback. We've watched him grow in stature over the last couple of seasons at Punjab. Abhimitai with the free kick. Oh, simple header from Tom Aldred, and Mumbai have their second goal in stoppage time. Well, they scored in the 96th minute here last season, and they scored in the 97th minute this season. It was Alberto Rodriguez in the last campaign. It's his partner Tom Aldred in this game. And the Blasters just switched off, the set piece proving dividends. And Tom Aldred gets his first goal of the season. Another player that doesn't score many. Only two last season, and he's off and running in the opening game. And Mumbai finally double their advantage. Will take the 3 points in the first game of the new season. Tom Aldred, that late goal after Jamie McLaren had put them in front in the first half.
Time to watch Kerala Blasters at home for the first time this season. And after their opening defeat to Mohun Bagan Super Giant, the Yellow Army will expect points tonight. The noisiest fans will want to celebrate by getting some points and getting closer to them. Mumbai City, however, come knocking after their victory against Chennai. And after much negotiating and discussing, and despite all the red tape, this is what the yellow ticker tape says as it rolls past us once more in the ISL. Kerala Blasters against Mumbai City. It has kicked off just as scheduled. A blockbuster usually. Some big results at important junctures of any season that they've been part of. David Katala's adopted home state. Changte urging players to get forward. Pereira Diaz, it's on his wrong side. Brandon is on his right side. Omar Ba makes the block. They give it a penalty. A penalty has been given for the foul just before it's taken everyone by surprise.
A little late into the challenge, advantage allowed, but look at that stamp, that right foot. Not intentional, but inside the box, that's going to be given. A good build-up from Mumbai City.
Pereira Diaz's penalty is saved. The mind games worked. The sly little smile. And Arsh knows that he is now instantly adored by Kochi. He doesn't want the congratulations. Get on with it. And it's not easy to destabilize the thinking of Pereira Diaz. He managed to do exactly that. And Brandon hooks it back towards Tulunga, and Changte, who is onside, has converted it. Mumbai City start the second half by opening the scoring. And it's all about that scuffed clearance, which needed a lot more distance on it. And in the end, just a chance hook from Brandon towards Tulunga, whose shot was deflected.
Just so aware of his surroundings, the sign of a good player. Look at that miscontrol initially, I would say, but then just knows his men around. Tulunga's powerful shot, and Changte just keeps his composure. Doesn't blow it straight to the keeper, just places it to the side of the net. A matured goal scorer in the making. And that is why he's the leader now of the pack.
Kauko plays it to Pereira Diaz. And this is exactly an example of what we were talking about. He's urged to shoot though, and shoot he does. Arshek has cleared it away. It's still in the box. Vikram Pratap, and once more it's a little deflection of Changte.
With Bartomeu, it's causing trouble.
It's about the Blasters now in possession. Kevin Yoke, it's an inviting ball for Bartomeu. And the entire stadium went up in arms in expectation for the net to bulge, including David Katala. But it is not to be. Just seems like one of those games where it's not to be. Make it 2 wins out of 2. Kerala Blasters start the season with 2 defeats in a row. First to Mohan Bagan Supergiant, and then to Peter Kratky City, who seem to have hit a groove. They'll take 2 1-0s, which means they are level now on points with East Bengal and Jamshedpur.
At Kochi, it is time for action in match number 18 as the Kerala Blasters are still in search of their first victory of the season, and they will fancy their chances against the new entrant into Kashi.
3, 2, 1.
To make it that scary again, they would need wins. Intakashi will not let that happen so easy. It's the Kerala Blasters in their home strides of...
Then Nauch are trying to hit that ball back towards goal, trying to catch Lewis unaware.
Shot on target from Intakashi has come from him, but here's Petkevich's again from a difficult angle. Wipe that word off. It has turned easy for Norris Petkevich's. Intakashi have the lead against Kerala Blasters at their den. Expect the unexpected when it's Antonio Lopez Abasa in charge.
What a way to show himself to the Indian Super League. Norris, take a bow. Kerala Blasters just need to find a way to get at the end of one of them.
Oh, wonderful weight on that pass, but it's...
Now can he take them to 7th heaven?
Oh, right now, Alfred Moya might take in Takashi to 7th heaven. Too good. Too useful. And 2 on the score sheet. In Takashi just making it look too easy. Wow, that drinks break really changes things. And that will really help this in Takashi side to now protect that cushion they have.
Just none of the attacks coming to fruition.
Strange way to win a free kick. But there's still time. Still time if they can get one first.
Kevin York quick on his feet, just moving that ball away from Alfred.
Ebin Das floats it to the far side. No one knows how, but that has gone in. And that is perhaps the right time. The Kerala Blasters have got their first. 2-1, it's game on. There's a lot of time left to make it 2-2 as well. Ebin Das does the trick. Bartomeu gets the goal. Sergio Lamas there, one possession, but back with the Blasters it is. Here's Mohammad Afzal stepping away from Nischal. Just that belief in himself that he can get the better of any defender in front of him. That is form, that is habit, as we were discussing a while ago. Oh wow, and Victor Bartomeu could have made it 2-2, a similar fashion in which he got a header a couple of matches ago which was off target. A classic Antonio Lopez Abbas performance at Kochi. 3 defeats in a row for Kerala Blasters, who need to find answers quick and fast.
Kerala Blasters have started their season with yet another confusing run of results. They welcome Chennai in what is being called the Battle of the South Side. Welcome to the second game of this evening's Indian Super League action as we head to Kochi to see if either of these two teams can finally get their first win of the season. Kerala were never expected to fight for the title, but they were expected to be in the top half. Downs that can make one feel bad for them. They need a win. They need it desperately. Chennai in growing in confidence.
Went a bit early. We were wondering how he got ahead of the defender.
Finally into some space, Imran. Here's Nogueira. It's a really good position picked up by Imran. Slight deflection and it's gone in. Imran Khan on his left foot as Chennai get the breakthrough. Wonderful little ball played through by Nogueira, but Imran's positioning was perfect and that's exactly where you want him. He took his chance, he took the shot, and now his team has the lead.
Yeah, he picked the ball up perfectly between the lines, and as players backed off, you could say it was coming. Just moments earlier they had the threat.
Yoke. Nice. Marlon Ruiz Trujillo. It's gone over. And that was the final chance, it seems, for the Blasters to get something from this game. 4 defeats in a row for the Blasters as Chennai beat them in Kochi for the first time in 6 years, and 10 games. For the Yellow Army, it seems like a fire alarm has sounded and they are unsure of the correct procedure on how to exit the building. Defeat, and 2 more at the top of a season. It ends 1-0 for Chennai.
Well, it's an intriguing matchup to start match week 5 as East Bengal go in search of a 3rd win of the season against a Kerala side still pointless after 4 matches. Can David Catania's side finally get off and running in the City of Joy?
3, 2, 1.
Harish Kundu gets us underway. East Bengal then.
That build up from East Bengal to begin with, moving the ball quickly, find a bit of gap.
Scored a penalty against Sporting Club Delhi and scores a penalty against the Kerala Blasters to put his side in front. So a positive start from the Blasters comes to nothing. It's East Bengal once again that take the lead. Well taken penalty by Ezejare, and he's hit the ground running for his new club, and that will just settle any nerves. There's Naocha. Good looking ball in. Well, arriving at pace forward there, Fallow and Miguel. Oh, Miguel has made a meal of that because Fallow just pushed him, and Harish Kundu will sort this one out, I'm sure. But, well, it's not been a bad-tempered game at all, but it's all a little bit unnecessary. Such is that lifted over the top for the run of Nihal. Oof, perhaps we can kill. Just managed to keep that in. And Nihal pats him on the head because if he'd fallen the other way, he could have carried that outside the box there, the goalkeeper. Fortunately for him, he managed to swivel his body in third corner of the game for the Blasters. Better delivery, and a free header from Anshal, and Kerala have levelled into stoppage time. And what a time to get your first Indian Super League goal. Is that the goal that gives Kerala their first point of the season? We said it could be a set piece. East Bengal have switched off, and Anshal with a virtually free header past Prabsuk and Gill saved a point for the Kerala Blasters, their first of the season. Well, it is a draw for the Blasters, having fallen behind for that Ezejari penalty in the first half. They know how disappointing that is, having not held on to the lead. It finished 1-1 between East Bengal and Kerala Blasters.
The long and winding road to a first win of the season continues for Kerala Blasters. The side travels back from Kolkata to Kochi after earning their first point of the season, and they will hope to do so against a Punjab side which might not always win, with players that they have and new ones who can become heroes. But for that, they need to start winning, and to win they need to start performing. They need to take the lessons. And only Mohun Bagan have completed the feat in the league stages, beating them 5-2, 4-3 and 3-0 in their last three meetings in Kochi. Punjab come here looking to own the stadium again. Good weighted ball this time. Arsh comes out and the keepers completely missed it, and Punjab have scored. Zelkovic with the telling touch. Wonderful ball from Lungdim, just bounced into his path, but he was clever enough to control it and then send it goalwards into an empty net. Punjab, as usual, take the lead in Kochi. The Blasters trail early.
No, we said the warning signs were there down that left-hand channel. It's a similar kind of ball, similar decision-making from the goalkeeper, coming out, getting nowhere near the ball.
Falu's lost possession. Osuji very cleverly into the path of Danny Ramirez, had to be cleared away by Hormipam. Lungdim stopped it and then picked up once more. It's a good attempt as well coming in. Now Cha, who wounds of Kerala Blasters with every touch and every goal. It's 2-0.
It's a schoolboy football. Look at this, absolutely no pressure, just gives the ball away, and once you get the ball in that position and you're stretched, you know, it's just the simplest of goals, simplest of pass for Zelkovic. Goal scorer turns provider, lays it into the path of Osuji, and it's the easiest of goal. They haven't had to work for it, it's just been put on a plate. Hormipam just gifted them a goal.
To sort his feet out, Danish was closely watching. Pramveer had to do the same, and Kevin Yoke can pick it up. Lungdim bounced off him. Kevin Yoke doing everything on his own, and then finally Punjab make it 3-0.
Yeah, too easy indeed. We were just talking about giving the ball away in midfield. Once again, look at the positioning of some of the players. It's just disorganized at the back. Keeper's completely beaten by lobbed over, and there's just no reaction from the defenders. You look at the positioning of Falu or Hormipam, got centre backs who are just flat-footed, not following players in, not closing down the shots.
Sandeep has strayed offside, just come back into position to cross this in. Arshdeep did not know.
Ball shot from distance. Once again, horrible goalkeeping. Once again, you have to say, if he just catches that, doesn't put the ball back in the dangerous area, he doesn't have to deal with the second save. And when it comes in, you look at his positioning. Should he have got across? Should he have made that save? Or at least, you know, look at that. It's a lazy attempt by the goalkeeper to try and keep that out. A good header, take nothing away from Falu.
Now Cha. Now Kevin Yoke. Oh, just wildly went for it. Spins away. The shot is saved. And that's that. Punjab become only the second team to beat Kerala Blasters in Kochi 3 times in a row in the Indian Super League stages. For the home team, they continue to look.
Capital City is ready to host Sporting Club Delhi once again. The first time around was not too bad. and this time they would want to do even better as they take on Kerala Blasters in match number 46 of the Indian Super League. Sporting Club Delhi at home, they have gradually been able to pull in a few numbers to the stands, and that'll only grow as a culture with this team getting points on board. That's what they will eye for against Kerala Blasters. Well, Sporting Club Delhi are on the rise, and a win is all they need. Ayman against his former side. Job looked too easy on that occasion, and Sporting Club Delhi have the lead.
Brilliant work down the right channel this time. Sporting Club Delhi, as you mentioned about that ball that came in from Rafa, brilliant delivery. Ayman trying to be clever, trying to be strong, use his body, but at the end of it, it seamlessly looked like, you can see Matthias in that screen, just standing, waiting to go defend. Nobody tracking the run of Ayman on that occasion. Ayman losing that ball out to Gogo, who's been ever so brilliant in interceptions. And then Ayman, against his former side, gets his first goal of the season.
Two challenges flying in the way. Oh, wonderful from Ayman again, this time with his left. In his legs at the 96th, yes he does. Has Bebovic in support, he can kill the game, and it is certainly game over for the Blasters. And Matija Bebovic scores what can be the most important goal for Sporting Club Delhi so far in the Indian Super League.
Brilliant effort from Babovic also to continue his run and join the counter-attack. Take nothing away from Sporting Club Delhi. They've defended with everything they've got. They've got a man advantage. Augustine with the composure this time just rolls it into the path of Babovic and then gets on the score sheet.
After playing a wing back, only Augustine can say, and Sporting Club Delhi can boast about this performance as the Blasters have their wall at the back again, and the first ever victory for Sporting Club Delhi in the Indian Super League, with a clean sheet as well for the first time. And at full time, it's Sporting Club Delhi 2.
Two new men at the helm of each of these teams who find themselves at opposite ends of the ISL table. The rivalry between the two is undoubtable. It's Bengaluru against the Kerala Blasters against the Sri Kantirava. Here we go then, the countdown to kick off second match of the day. There's a big rivalry between these two, of course, in South India. Kerala Blasters in a very pale blue away kit today. Early touch for Fallow at the back, and an early injury here for 100% happy with this season, but you hope they come out and support the team. Here's Williams again, great ball in! That's an own goal from Fallow. Williams made it, did Chetri get the final touch? I'm pretty certain that came off Fallow, but we'll see in a moment. But either way, Bengaluru have taken the lead.
Ryan Williams, dangerous as always, again making a run behind the shoulder of Shahif, who has no idea where he is. Looks at Sunil, but before Sunil could get at the end of that, the on-sliding Fallu gets the all-important touch. Unluckily for him, that touch goes towards his own goal and past Arsh as well. That will be registered as an own goal, but the pace of Ryan Williams again causing all sorts of problems to Kerala Blasters, and this time he has a goal to show for it as well.
Matthias was a little bit
Call that effort, and the striker Victor coming on
to a good save.
Time on the right, cutting in towards his left foot, trying to call that effort. A slight deflection also coming in from Kerala Blasters.
Kuba Bindas, Bertimo! The Blasters are level, and it's the man back from suspension, Victor Bertimo, that gets the first goal of Ashley Westwood's reign at the Blasters. It levels things up against Bengaluru.
All that pressure for Kerala Blasters finally paying off, and their main man, their striker Victor, coming on top, victorious, great first touch, and then slots it past Gurpreet on the second to get Kerala Blasters the equalizer. Cool, calm, composed finish coming in from the Spaniard. With all his wealth of experience, gets his second goal of the season. And such a sigh of relief for Ashley Westwood and Kerala Blasters. They've been knocking at that door. It's finally been unlocked by Victor. The sharpshooter again on target.
Back in India. Forward by Ebin Das. Philazier. Twisting and turning, he's done well. Oh, he squeezed it through Gurpreet's legs. And Kerala take the lead. And it's the debutant who announces himself.
Finally paying off, keeping himself onside, taking on the centre back Sana Singh. Goes one way, then jinks the other, and then gets it through Gurpreet's legs, showing us why he's been a part of the Real Madrid youth setup as well. Such a clever finish. Didn't have enough power, but had enough accuracy to get it past Gurpreet's legs to get Kerala Blasters the all-important, and at this moment, the winning goal that they've been looking for. The super signing.
They've beaten their big rivals, and it's a first win for Ashley Westwood. A defeat for Pep Munoz on his opening game in charge of Bengaluru. Philazier got that winning goal having come off the bench. Bertamu had equalised on the hour, and they have a win tonight, full time at the Srikanti River. Bengaluru 1, the Kerala Blasters 2.
The northeast reaches the south of the country, where the yellow tide returns with a win for the Blasters. Back to their den, Kerala look to shine, and the westward revamped Penali's northeast need to grind. Welcome to match number 49 of the Indian Super League, where two teams in the danger zone. Kerala Blasters are ready. Northeast United falling, forgetting to fly. Vibin, a plan again. Lovely execution. Benarif to the far post, and Ashir Akhtar with the attempt to block it, and oh goodness, an own goal at the end of a wonderful move from the Kerala Blasters, and that move was so good that the Northeast defense just helped the Blasters get that first and open scoring. Comedy of errors there after such a great set piece execution. Some confusion here. Pedro Benali just needs to calm himself. Wonder what the decision is. It's certainly a goal. Northeast United are set to kickstart things again, but there's certainly some issue. We'll have a closer look. Wonderful set play from the Blasters. Ashir Akhtar with that brilliant header out. Robin Yadav, off the post it comes, and Piavdika, Arinzuala is it, has slotted it home. Northeast are back, and that is the change they needed. Piavdika, Arinzuala, Ankit, the changes pay off, and with 3 minutes remaining, Northeast are back.
Well, it's the subs who've made the impact. Keeper's come out and just pushed that away. It's the second occasion now where he's left his goal to come out and do that. And the lob, just we thought, is the bounce going to favour him? Good defensive work from the goalkeeper initially, but this is clever from Robin Yadav with the flick. Unfortunately, it bounced off the crossbar, but look who's there. Johnny on the spot, the substitute, the man we've been crying out for, Rinzwala. Goal scoring is an instinct, and that's what he has. And in the right place, at the right time, all the time. And that's why.
Unbeaten in 2 with a picture changing quick. Ashley Westwood and his Blasters take on Owen Cole's crew. A match number 60 in the Indian Super League as Kerala Blasters take on Jamshedpur. Jamshedpur's result today will decide if their hard-earned points in their last 3 matter. Underway with match number 60 with has 2 to aim for. Nihal Sudesh! Sweet and effective. What style of football do you want? Ashley Westwood style, says Kerala Blasters.
Ashley football, Kerala Blasters showing us nothing fancy, playing direct, playing incisive, putting that ball through. Kevin York this time, trying to find Kareem Benarif, who's moved into a great position, cuts it back onto his right foot in an accurate pinpoint delivery, who does ever so well, Nihal, to get in front of his man, in front of Mark Zoh, just jumping in front of him and guiding it beyond Albino, who was stuck to the ground. You know, then going to just bring that ball, and that first touch, just taking that ball away, giving some time for defenders to come back onto them. Nikhil Barla with that cutback.
Franshu. Back with Nihal. Danish continues his run. Chips it forward. Would you believe it? Witness the unthinkable at Kochi tonight.
Great goal coming from Vipin, who's just come on as a substitute now. Also gets on score. Brilliant movement. Coming inside the box and making sure that he can get at the end of that cross again. And now Jamshedpur have a mountain to climb. Two great deliveries towards the far post. Two great goals to be seen. Nehal Sudesh just watching that run coming from.
Clear. One point in the first 7 matches. 7 points in the last 3. Kerala Blasters have turned things around so quick here. They have 8 in their bag in total, and Ashley Westford has taken responsibility to bring fans back to the stadium. At full time, it's Kerala Blasters 2, and with a clean sheet.
It is reincarnation time at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Kochi. The match number 64. Kerala Blasters taking on the Orissa FC. We are underway here at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Kochi, where the home side Kerala Blasters hosting Orissa FC. Kevin. Vipin Mohanan had moved up. Kevin trying to go direct. Victor! He has scored twice and he gets the third one. The Tuskers are up again. Victor Bertomeu, bit of deflection and did it excellently. Victor Bertomeu.
Yeah, look at that. You get that ball in down the left flank, you cut in a drop off the shoulder and ready. A proper poacher. Doesn't finish it first time, controls it and then just slots it past Amrinder. Kerala Blasters, they get that lead, early lead that Peter Hartley would have liked.
Here they come period when they were doing extremely well. Great ball in. Chance there. And that is the equalizer. Orissa FC come. They were knocking at the door. Rahim Ali gets his second goal.
Yeah, first time into the bottom corner. Perfect finish, a striker's finish. No chance for the goalkeeper. Combining well there, the midfielder with Rahim Ali. It's game on, and that's what happens. Kerala Blasters now know that if you do not take your chances, you will be punished.
Kevin Evan and that could be the winner for the Kerala Blasters super sub. Matthias Hernandez take a bow, made that brilliantly.
Beautiful. Evan Das gets the ball in perfectly in towards the 6-yard box, and then Matthias, he just leaps on top of the defense, and the two substitutes, they combine to get that goal. They combine to get that lead. Kerala Blasters. We spoke of the dying minutes, and this is no less.
With a throw. the same old picture. The picture of passion, the picture of love for this beautiful game.
Well, it's another big match in terms of Kerala's resurgence under Ashley Westwood. Mohammedan, though, have been more resilient in their last 3 matches, but their relegation could be confirmed today if Chennai get a point and they lose here. This team, of course, some of them will be playing for contracts next season, maybe elsewhere. Big chance for them to prove themselves here, though, in Kochi as we're underway. Kerala Blasters in there for... Of course, the other unusual thing about this season is this is the latest we've ever finished the season. Oh, my goodness! Well, that's what can happen if you don't take your chances. And Mahitosh has certainly taken his. No chance for Arsh. What a goal that is for Mahitosh. And Mohammedan have done what they did to Mohun Bagan. They've taken the lead against the run of play.
Mahitosh winning that ball in a dangerous position and then just letting loose a cracker of a shot from about 20 yards out. And Arsh, no answer to that brilliant shot coming in. An absolute pile driver from Mahitosh to get Mohammedan Sporting into the lead in this first half. For everything that Kerala Blasters have created, Mohammedan Sporting have broken that door down against Kerala Blasters to get the first goal of the evening. And what a way to put your side in the lead.
What response here from the Blasters before half-time. 3 in the middle. Falassier makes a forward run. Oh, lovely, great football from Kerala. Kevin Yoke comes up with a telling pass and Falassier just sweeps the ball into the bottom corner. And the Blasters trail for less than a couple of minutes. And he gets another goal to his name as well. 2 for him. Padam Chetri finally beaten. And the game has come to life on the stroke of half-time. 1-1.
Great way to pull your side back into the game. The lead for Mohammedan not lasting too long. Kevin York, who's been dangerous all afternoon, this time threading that ball through the eye of the needle and finding his teammate Falassier inside the box, who's shown his pedigree of being at Real Madrid with a clever little finish to get Kerala Blasters on level terms in this first half. What a way, what a ball, what a weight of a pass on the ball. And Falassier making no mistakes, and finally Padam Chetri, for all his efforts, has been beaten.
Falu. Falassier. In the middle. Yoke's floating ball in. She cuts him around the back. He couldn't get the header on target. Patient move for Yoke. Now the volume levels will rise once again. Floating in. Simple finish for Victor Bertamu. Kevin Yoke does it again. Lovely ball in. And a simple goal you won't see. Yoke with a floated ball in. Bertamu with a header. He gets his 4th of the season, and the Blasters lead for the first time. It's 2-1.
Kerala Blasters get their second. Kevin York again delivering an inch perfect pass towards his striker this time. Victor Bertamu present in the box. Kevin York doing everything in his power to set that up on a platter for Victor, who makes no mistake and puts it past Victor Bertamu again to make it 2-1 for Kerala Blasters. Now in the driving seat in this game for all the attack, all the pressure, all the dominance that they have created throughout this game. Now they have a second goal to show for it. For no goal contributions in 850 plus minutes, Kevin York himself has 2 assists to show.
Mohammedan have come from... He's been brought down off the ball there. Falassier twisting and turning. Srikatan! That could be the goal that seals it for the Blasters. Missed one early on in the second half after coming on. But once again, it's made by the quality of the ball into the box. Falassier chipped it in, and Srikatan with a simple chance to beat Padam Chetri. And finally, the Blasters have that 2-goal cushion. It's 3-1.
Falassier twisting and turning. Kevin York involved again with his nimble footwork inside the box. Falassier finding that bit of space to find Srikatan at the far post, who this time didn't get the cleanest of touches, but this time, even with that deflection, it goes goalwards, getting himself on the score sheet as well. He's just come on as a substitute for Nihal Sadish in this game. Tries to go with the side foot. And with the help of Sajjad, just that slight deflection. That's the third goal for Kerala Blasters.
Cousins getting his first Indian Super League goal. It was a very good performance from the Blasters, who could have had a lot of goals in that first half. At full time, Kerala Blasters 3, Mohammedan 1.
Season last night. Nihal is on the right. Victor Bertamu will look to add to his 4-goal tally. On the bench, some of the new faces this season. Rainier and Boris, who dropped out of the 11, are both among the Goa substitutes. 4-2-3-1 as usual for Manoj.
So it's going to be an interesting encounter for sure with FC Goa. It's going to be about pride. Super Cup champions and AFC Champions League 2 qualifier spot on the line. But 1 point from the last 2 has probably dimmed their swagger a little bit. But a win again today, Mark, with how tight the table is on top.
Kerala Blasters against FC Goa. And we're underway. Goa in a change strip of all white tonight. Can Ashley Westwood extend the unbeaten run to 6 games? Mitch has had to handle creativity on his own.
That ball to Francisco, who gets a good first touch, opening his body, trying to curl that towards the top corner.
Vibin. Kevin Yoke again. Gets the shot in! Oh! We said he hadn't scored this season, and that is a perfect way to open your account. He looked to be going nowhere, and all of a sudden he's whipped his foot around that ball, and Bob Jackson was rooted to the spot.
Players all around deciding to take on Rabi with the first one, finding an inch of space and just curling it past Bob Jackson, who has no way to get it or get anything on it. Brilliant effort.
Our Sheikh may have got a fingertip to it, but Mohammed Nemel gets just the 2nd goal of the season.
For that, Bryson just playing that ball into the feet of Nemel. Great touch to set himself up, and before Fallu can come and intercept that ball, Nemel just doing enough to get it past.
Here comes Srikatan. It was a nice touch, lovely through ball. Well, the pullback was to nobody. Kevin Yoke went for goal again, didn't get the bend on it.
Srikatan just trying to lay that ball off on the 18-yard box with a cutback. Kevin Yoke.
The crowd enjoying the showboating. Still got possession. Srikatan.
Everything and take out every trick in his locker to get some sort of space, and finally gets that by jinking ish.
Good ball over the top. Drazic went for the lob, just got too much on it.
Great ball from Udanta to find the runner. Dejan Drazic does well to just get that ball down as well. Trying to be clever. That was great awareness.
Now Bertamu running at Jingan. Oh, Jingan blocking the shot. Comes out to Freddie. Oh, didn't catch it cleanly. Dangerous, but they've got some defending to do here. That's into it. Oh! Sticks out a long leg and guides that ball into the bottom corner. And another player gets his first ISL goal. And we said Kevin Yoke was a hero. Well, Fallow equally so for the Manjapada.
Sticks out a leg, a strong one at that, alongside Paul Moreno, covering him. Sandesh also in the mix of all of it, but just could not.
Borges, only a 5th appearance of the season for him, but he adds that experience in there, the 33-year-old.
Ashley Westwood clearly not happy, letting Borges know that he should clearly be getting in this game quicker and give Ivan a bit of his a piece of his mind. Exactly what Ashley Westwood would have been. Kevin Yoke just one-on-one with Sandesh.
Hooked away by Akash Sangwan. Bertamu's header on by Paul Moreno. Fallow, who scored that 2nd goal. That's just nicked off the toe of Daniel, but the referee's going to pull it back for a free kick and a foul by Bertamu.
Now, that's what it's been called back for. Bertamu just...
Jingan. Look at the watch from Pratik Mondal, going to need to get this ball forward. It goes forward now, but straight through to Sheikh, and the full-time whistle blows. 6 unbeaten for the Blasters. 5 wins in that time. Who've given great support tonight after what's been a tough season. Full-time, Kerala Blasters 2, FC Goa 1.
ഓക്കേടാ.
ഒരു നാൾ കിനാവ് പൂത്തിടും, അതിൽ നമ്മളൊന്നു ചേർന്നിടും. പിറാക്കൾ പോലെ വഴി നിലാവിൽ പാറിടും. നിനക്കു തണലായി ഞാൻ, നിനക്കു തുണയായി ഞാൻ. പല കനവുകൾ പകലിരവുകൾ നിറമണിയുമീ കഥയെഴുതുവാൻ. ഈ ആശകൾ തൻ മൺതോണിയുമായി തുഴഞ്ഞു